for everything, it's all about having goals set and also relating back to the team. I think that's very important because the offseason is very important because there's no shot clock. And so within that time frame, you have so much growth to improve on and get better at. And for us, all we can do is reflect on the 2023 season because you're judged off your last performance. And so all we want to do is keep on building and improving. And in each room has goals for themselves. And most importantly, it's all about the relationship aspect of it with Coach Sheridan, Coach DeBoer, the quarterbacks in the room. Just always just trying to improve. And Coach DeBoer talks about relentless pursuit to continuous improvement. And that's something that we got to do constantly each and every day so that when it comes to goals set, which is future goals and long-term goals, we can accomplish that based off of, what we do in the offseason, which is in the dark. I felt good, confident just off of training. Because you fall back to your level of training. You don't rise to the occasion. You fall back to your level of training, so that for any aspect of the game that it comes to, you can reflect back on your training and based off of the reps after practice. And so with that, it's all about being detail oriented, so that in any time where it's a crucial aspect in the game, you can step up because of it, just of the level of training. Yeah. No, absolutely. It's been great to be with him, especially of course he just the relationship he has with the quarterback and just trying to learn as much as possible. And as a quarterback, I want to see the field and the lenses of the head coach, in all areas of the game. And so that's been awesome to have that aspect now, from spring ball to summer training and now fall camp, then transition to the season. It's been so much growth and so much improvement as a team, just off of just the relationship aspect and just always being a sponge for all information.
What's it like going through a film session with him? Kind of take us behind the scenes a little bit, kind of give us a behind the scenes look of what it's like kind of going through one of those.
I think, ultimately you're trying to see the field as a coach, to see the football field in the lenses of the coach, and processes differently, when you get on the field. Because, at the end of the day, at the quarterback position, you simplify the game into being a point guard with the football. Distribute the ball to our playmakers so they can make explosive plays and, doing what the player required. And so no better than you can have the opportunity, which is the film prep, so that, you have the preparation. So when you get on the field, you can play at the fastest and ultimately you're your best.
He had a successful guy named Lorenzo Brown back in St. Paul. He's a guy that can run the ball. Everyone talks about all his soccer content.
Yeah.
Have you seen any of what he was able to do with Lorenzo, and what do you kind of think that could mirror in your game? Or?
Not necessarily. I just try to, just trying to improve and get better in my sense, because, I haven't reached the surface of what I can do. So, with each and every day, it's all about, setting goals and ultimately being around my coaching staff, because, they're going to push me to be wherever I need to be at, so that I can be ready to play when it comes to game one. Number one, he believes in me. He loves me. And I think there's nothing greater than that. Beyond any X's and O's and going over schemes, it's the belief system that a coach has in a player. And so you're going to want to play for a coach. You're going to want to do ultimately your best, each and every day, because you have a coach that's behind you and that wants the best for you. And so that's something I've seen, from our, time period of him getting here into now. It's been so much fun. That's the best thing about it, is that football's been fun. And to be around him, it's been awesome. And I just continue to enjoy our relationship.
How was Kalen sort of tweaking the offense for y'all and y'all's skill sets versus what you saw on tape with him in Washington?
I think he hasn't really. Of course, you try to, simplify our team into strengths and weaknesses. And so with that, you're going to attack the strengths, because that's what's going to make us successful. And so us as an offense, we're not one-dimensional. We have so much elements to our game that's going to be super successful this year. And, with him being at Washington, with him being now, you can, separate into pillars of, what is our strengths, what are our weaknesses. And so, during the offseason, you have spring ball, you have summer ball, you have fall camp, to now, have that, information that we can build on for us on offense.
How do those, preferences, how do you convey them to? What's the process of that like?
I think it comes from confidence and and being comfortable. You know, at the end of the day, when a player's on the field, he needs to play fast, free, fearless. And so with that, it comes with play calls. It comes with being familiar with the scheme, being prepared, taking notes when you're in the film room, so that when you go on the field, you can play fast. Because the biggest thing as a player, you don't want to be overthinking while you're in the field. And so I think that's very important. You know, when it comes to our schemes and maneuvers, when it comes to playing in game one, when it comes to installing plays, it's all about the benefit of the whole team, and which is, you know, something that we do really well at. Oh, absolutely. You know, for sure. Like, one thing about it is that it's hard to beat an offense that's not one-dimensional. You know, that's something that we take pride in on offense, is that we're not one-dimensional. We have so many areas of our game that we can utilize in every room. You know, and then especially, you know, with the run game, with the passing game, it's going to be hard for our defense to just decipher, you know, what are they going to do on offense. And so, you know, for us on offense, you know, all we want to do, continue to be 1-0 mindset-wise, and just build off the next play, because, you know, it's hard to say, you know, what we're going to run in the next play, because we have so many areas of our game that we could be explosive at. You know, that's something that you know, is very important to me. I take a lot of pride in representing our football team, representing the state of Alabama, representing the guys in our locker room in a positive lighting. And so to have the opportunity to be a captain this year is very, very important. And, you know, I'm super excited for the opportunity. And so now it's just trying to be the positive reflection of our football team each and every day that I walk in the building. And so, you know, I'm just super thankful to be nominated as the team captain this year. I'll say, you know, our goal ultimately is each game that goes by, we need to get better. Our first game shouldn't be our best game. You know, each game that we have this year, we should get constantly getting better. And as we're getting better, you know, you simplify the game, 1-0, attacking each and every day. You do that, you complement, you know, success and stuff like that, you're going to reach the top, you know, of the mountain. And so, of course, we know what's at the top of the mountain, which is all the success, every goal that every team in the whole country has for themselves is at the top of the mountain. You know, it's not reachable right now. So the biggest thing we try to do is attack fall camp, where we were just at, and now it's game week, and just being prepared as much as possible. And that's something that emphasizing to the whole group, is just being prepared for all aspects of the game, because we're going to need all 4 quarters to be successful as a football team. Okay. Yeah. 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 I think that's a really good question. I think experience is the best teacher. With so many opportunities of playing the game of football, you learn so much about yourself, and it makes you stronger. And that's something that I can truly say, is that my journey of being in college has made me stronger and been prepared for all aspects of whatever, you know, takes place in the future. And so I got to applaud my support system along this process. They've been great to me, uplifting me along the journey. You know, whenever the process got weary, you know, I've been, you know, constantly just been strong based off my support system that's been around me, and the coaching staff that's been around me. And so, you know, I have an army behind me. So it's been, you know, awesome to have that in a sense. But, you know, along this process, it's all about trusting in it. That's something I learned from Coach Saban, is as cliche as it is, just trusting the process. You know, there's going to be light at the end of that tunnel based on your race. Your race is your race. Nobody else can, you know, determine your race. And so that's something I take a lot of pride in when it comes to a journey, is that there's gonna be brighter days, you know, and it's all about setting short-term goals and long-term goals. When you have that, you have something that's reachable in a sense, and you have something that you're working towards. And so, you know, now at this aspect of where I'm at, you know, as a quarterback, there's always room for improvement. Never can get complacent, but I can truly say that I'm proud of myself because of the process, that just trusting it, you know, and that's something that I got to credit Coach Saban for, and now Coach DeBoer, because he emphasizes trusting the process. And so with this process, you know, it's all about, you know, being surrounded by like-minded people, which is to be successful, and just, you know, keep pushing and not getting complacent.
A lot of DeBoer's former players talk about him being a father figure to them. Have you had a moment this offseason where, you know, you can share with us that where maybe he kind of showed that to you, or was there a moment that kind of exemplified that with you and his relationship?
I can just credit him to how great of a person he is. Just the likability he has in the whole facility, and when he's around, it's never a dull moment with Coach DeBoer. And I love that about him. And, one thing, of course, strive for perfection, but he acknowledges that as a work in progress. And so it's always, critique in private, praise in public. And that's something that he does a really good job at. And, I can just say that I'm really having a lot of fun. The game of football is fun, just being around him. And it is something that's emphasized with the whole coaching staff. And then you got to always start with the top of the pinnacle, which is Coach DeBoer, but also the coaching staff that he has with us has been awesome. So I'll just say, man, I just am super excited for what is in store for our football team and also being led by Coach DeBoer because it's been a fun process. Appreciate you.